Hey everybody, how you doing? Today we're going to fix a original PS3 that's doing the yellow light of death, or like I like to call it, the YLOD. And right now we got it red, and we just want to show you that it is a yellow light. And then it blinks, and it's stuck. Okay, so you can't eject, can't reset. Alright, so nothing to do except call Sony. Now, one of the things, there's two disclaimers I want to go over real quick. One is that there's multiple reasons for the yellow light to happen. And the one we're going to try to fix today is one reason, which is the circuitry board becomes detached from the heat, causing it to crack and to separate. The other reason is that the power supply goes bad. So if your power supply has gone bad, the internal power supply, then this won't work and this won't help you. That is something only Sony can fix. Now, something else you might want to know is that if you do have an original 60 and you go on the Sony website, you can turn it in for repair. You go through the process, and at the very last step, they will offer to take your 60 gig and replace it with a slim for 90 bucks instead of doing the repair for 150. So that's something to think about. One of the main reasons that I wanted to repair mine is because of what's on the hard drive. What's on the hard drive cannot completely be backed up, which makes it very difficult. Now, one thing I would do is pop open this side hatch real quick, and I'm going to take out the hard drive itself, because the heat that we're going to put into this is going to be dangerous. And this is all you have to do. Pop off that side hatch. There's a little blue screw that comes out just like that. You need little teeny Phillips, and then you slide it back and it slides out, and that's your hard drive right there. And this is an original 60 gig hard drive. And aside from that, unplugging it, getting it everything detached, and then you turn it over. That's really all you have to do to set up. And you will need a hairdryer. Now, this hairdryer is nice because it has cool and hot, which I'm going to be using both. So the whole process is actually going to take about 35 minutes. So this is going to be a long video. So I want to show that this is the same PS3 from start to finish, though. So if you want to skip from the time that I start the heating to the cooling, you can skip ahead. But basically what we're going to do is turn it upside down so that as we heat the plates in there, that they'll become malleable again, soft. And then when the pressure will push them back together, then we cool it down so they make the seal again. That way the PS3 can communicate internally. So after you've taken the hard drive out, you notice that on the back here, is a bunch of fan holes. Okay? And that's where we're going to be directing the heat from the fan into there. Now, if this is the first time you've ever done this, there will be probably a tremendous amount of dust and debris blowing out of your PS3. It'll come out of the side here, out of the front, all over the place. So you have to be prepared for that. And aside from the noise, there's really nothing else to worry about. So you just take your hard drive, set it to the side, keep it safe. Get your hairdryer, turn it on hot and high, and you're going to just turn it on, apply the heat back and forth through the back vents for about 15 minutes. Okay, so if you got 15 minutes to watch this, watch and enjoy. Okay, 15 minutes. Oh, and the PS3 thing. parts cleaner. And this is my second time doing it. Huh? Oh no, okay. Thank you. 2 gigabytes, stuff like that.
That's a great thing. How do you get upgraded?
Is it good? Yay, 15 wonderful minutes of heating your PS3, which just seems kind of ironic because the heat is what actually broke it down. So now, like I said, on here there's a button I just flipped to cool, and I'll do the same thing but for 20 minutes to cool it down. And I don't know if you noticed during the video or if you skipped, but I was going back and forth to distribute the heat because I had read about other people trying to do this and it melting something, but this is my second time doing it and I haven't had that happen. As you can see, there's nothing melted. Looks the same. The system itself is very hot to the touch. If you put your hand on it now, it's very, very hot. So now, like I said, we keep it upside down and you switch it to cool and you cool it for 20 minutes. There we go. 17 minutes of pure hair dryer pleasure. All done. Now, what we're going to do, put the hard drive back in. Again, it just slides in, and then it slides back, and it snaps into place. Then you got the little teeny blue screw. Just lightly screw it in, don't have to do it hard. Especially if you're ever interested in upgrading the hard drive, if you keep your PS3. Now, put the cover back in place. Gently turn the baby back over. Reattach the power cord. Why not? Okay, switch it back on. And there we go. Let me zoom in on that for you so you can see. No blinking, no shutting off. She is good. Now again, some things I do want to tell you about this. I don't think that this is a permanent fix. It is much quicker than some of the other ones that you see on the net, where you have to take her all the way apart and solder and remember how to put her back together. But I wasn't up for that. I needed something quick. I needed something I could afford, even though that other way is not too expensive, and something I could do. So I knew I could do this. I had a hairdryer, had a small screwdriver set. But the main reason, again, to do this is so you can get your data out off of here or get a discount. Because the 60 gig, you can't get the discount once it goes to yellow light. There is no way. I tried. And the other thing about the memory unit, even if you could take that memory unit out and put it in another system, the data will be erased if you try to use it. It will ask you when to format it, can't use it, because once each drive is inserted into the PS3, it has to be formatted for that particular PS3. So the only way that data can come off of there is if you have the system up and running. Now what I would recommend is you turn it back off, leave her off, turn the power off, let it sit. Get yourself another PS3 if you really need the data. The main reason would be is if you have movies, irreplaceable saves such as Mass Effect, I think Assassin's Creed 2, and some others that you cannot move with normal backup or normal data copy. The only way those can be moved is by turning. I'm gonna unplug it again. Is by powering up your PS3, hooking up into the LAN, which most of us are probably, if you have it hardwired, is using for the internet. You plug it in from one PS3 to another. You gotta have either two TVs or a TV that can switch back and forth, and you tell it that you want to transfer the data from one system to another. And what that effectively does is it takes everything and moves it over to the other system. Now, again, the benefit to that is you get all your movies, all your music, your game saves, everything just gets moved. Some questions you might need to worry about is if, let's say you had a 60 and you try to go down to a 40, it won't fit. Even if you had a 60 and you try to go to an 80, it might not fit depending, because the 80 used a lot of memory. Now, the problem that I had was that my memory in this, I had upgraded to a 320 gig. So I had to reduce and erase a lot of things. And then I had to get another memory unit in another PS3 that was adequate enough to hold it. Once you get it transferred, before your PS3 gives out, or you stop using it, or you trade it in, whatever you're going to do, you also might want to go in and deactivate yourself from there, which means that, and it'll prompt you to do this too. It'll prompt you to upload your trophies. It'll prompt you to deactivate for movies and deactivate for games. The reason being is because you can only have downloadable content used on up to 5 systems at a time. And videos, I believe, is only 1. So what would happen is, if you don't do that and say down the line you get another PS3, or you use your save on a friend's house, then it might not allow you to download that content, because even though you no longer have the PS3, it was never deactivated. So let's say it goes in the trash, or you trade it in, it goes in the storeroom, your information could still be sitting on there. So you want to deactivate it, you want to transfer it, and then you want to do a hard drive format, which will completely erase all your stuff. When I first did it, my PS3 gave me about 25 hours, 5 days of life afterwards. Again, this is not a permanent fix, so don't think that you're going to be able to get on there and keep playing. And that's what I keep getting from everybody. This doesn't last. I do believe that the one where you take her apart and put and get down to the problem and fix it manually, like you're a computer programmer, that one would be or engineer, would be a more permanent fix. For those of you who don't want to give up the 60, again, if you want that data, do not send it to Sony, because the data will be erased by them. They'll send you back a 60 if that's what you tell them, but your data will be gone. If you don't care and you just want another working PS3, you don't need the data, you don't even have to go through all this. Like I said, go to Sony and it's going to be 90 bucks. Again, if we're talking about a 60 gig, it's going to be out of warranty, so it won't matter. But this is something you can do without breaking the manufacturer's seal here. On your normal PS3s, when you first get them, there'll be a seal, so they know that if you went inside. Once you break that, your warranty is void. If there's any other questions, comments, again, this was all legit. I'll plug it up one more time and zoom in so you can see it, that she is now, again, working and functional. Power cord, power switch, zoom in, and ask my son to hit the power button. And there you go. And if you had the disc, you could eject it now. You can do whatever you need to do. And that's it. So God bless you. And again, if you have any other questions or anything like that, and I'm going to be doing a video about upgrading the memory. So if you're interested in doing that for your PS3, check that one out. Have a great day. God bless.